Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Today we are going to begin the flip-flop journal, and we're using the kit by Martha at Bird and Barn Design, her very first kit. And I'm excited to work with it. Yesterday I was doing some fussy cutting of the ephemera. I didn't get it done, but I will finish that today. So what you need 3 number 10 envelopes. That's what these envelopes are called. And you want to split them. You want to open them up. You also need 1 small envelope like this, and I think I'm going to use this one and put lace there, put that there, and put the bow there. So you need 4 envelopes altogether. Flip-flop envelopes, or flip-flop journal, is my favorite kind of journal to make. And I've made quite a few of them now. So there we go. We got those open. And now we're just going to cut off. And I'm hoping making the flip-flop journal is like riding a bike, because it's been a while since I've been in the craft room. And are you far enough away? How about that? Shouldn't need light. I have a lot of natural light, but I will turn that one on and see. I have a ring light, but I don't use it when I'm filming. I think it washes out the video. Alright, now I have to remember. We go like this. This will be our pocket. And let's take that off. Let's give it some glue. And I think I'm going to have to take this fabric out of here because I like working on a flat, hard surface. That glue doesn't really want to come out. So. Let me, how do I want to do this? Come on, Chris. Trying to get it straight and even. There we go. So how's everybody doing? Those of you with kids and grandkids, are you ready for school to be out? I am, because we have to wake up at 5:30. And that's early. My husband and I keep saying we're too old for waking up this early. Alright, so I have not gone through my papers to figure out what I want to use where. If you ask me, that's always a hard decision. So with this, I'm going to trim it up. You want everything glued down and trimmed up nicely. These baby wipes I have are not very good quality. Alright, I think everything's glued down. So now you want to fold it, and you got your first crease there. This other crease is too far, so you're going to make a new crease right at the end of this one. And then you have this one, and then it goes back like this. Make sure, see, that's not straight. And then this one will go like that. I like to have it up from the bottom a little bit. I think I'm gonna do this, but we're not at this point yet. I think that will be pretty with the bow down there. So we're going to set that aside and leave that. So the hard part is getting these papers. So I know this one is so pretty, but I want that somewhere. And there are a lot of pretty papers in here. Yeah, I might have to. I think they're all, with the flip-flop journal, you have to find one that can go either way, and of course I didn't think about that. Might have that one. This one. This one. So I'm just going to set a few aside. That I can pick from. Very pretty. I know it's going to be a tough decision too. And there's so much to choose from. That it is going to be hard. And I picked out a bunch of papers, like coffee dyed paper, that sort of thing. Trying to look to see which way this writing is. Oh, I think one's one way, one's the other way. You can use that. So pretty. I like that there's some writing space. And I haven't decided if I'm going to mix the pink with it. I think that I'm going to. Why not? See, that's going both ways, it looks like. So yeah, Holly will be going to summer school. She's in 9th grade and is having trouble. So hopefully summer school will help her. These pink pages are so pretty. Alright. These are pages we're going to choose from. So we need, let's do the inside first. We will use this one. Let's take that off. Alright, I like to fold mine over a little bit to give a better edge. Let's see if we can get this. I don't know if there's enough on this edge to do it. See, now you'll have a nice pretty edge. Well, can't do it crooked, gotta do it straight. And then let's fold that back up. Now I want to make gussets. I think I'm going to, a gusset is, well, I'll show you. It will make the pocket open up wider. And this is a nice big pocket. So you put that in like that. So you can put all kinds of stuff in this pocket. And I'm not gonna put that down yet. I want to cover this first. It might have to go underneath, I'm not sure. I only have one pink paper out. So this will go like this, and this will go like this. So you want something up here that will look nice. See, that rose will totally be covered. So that's what, you have a little rose there and some book page. So we'll think about that. So you can check, I'm not gonna go through and check everyone, I'm just showing you how that's what you'll have on that. I want a flower if possible, but I don't think we have anything. Maybe this. See, so that will fold down there. We'll have some roses here at the bottom if we use this one. Just peeking out. And then this will be folded. And we'll have roses there. So that's a contender. I like that one. That's probably the one we'll use. But let me, can you see what I'm doing? Let's look through these real quick. And yes, it would have been easier or quicker. The video would have been quicker, I guess, if I had gone through all the papers and chosen my papers before I started filming. But this is a process video. And if I went through and started picking out my papers, I'd want to glue them right away. So hopefully you enjoy process videos. And we're going to bring this over. It's not straight. Come on. Put it down as one whole piece. I don't know if the envelope's not straight. I'm thinking that's what the problem is. There. Let's trim this off. And these big pieces that you trim off are good to make tangles out of to use in your journal. Like, this is a tangle. It's just strips of paper that you emboss. And you grab a few strips and pieces of lace and you put them on a ball pen. I have a rack over here that I got from Michael's that I spray painted white, see? That I put them on. All right. Now we can do this, and these are a tad bit long. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in the craft room. I'm surprised I'm remembering as much as I'm remembering. So let's get this pocket shut. So, see how nice and deep that pocket is? You can put so many mementos in there. Now we got this. Not as many roses as I thought I was going to get, but it looks pretty. It looks pretty. So, let me see how this goes like this. So this is the back, which I want something very pretty on the back. So let's do the back. We have this big flower right here. And I think I'm going to wrap that a little. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make sure I have this so that whatever paper I put here goes over that. And I think I'm going to leave this like this. So I want to keep that there. I should just glue it down so it doesn't move. I think I'm ready to put this pocket on. Alright, I need the back. Let's figure out maybe this. Put a little bit over this way. A little bit over this way. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, hopefully we got that on there straight. These little pieces are a little bit difficult. So that one I cut. So let's just cut that away. Let's wrap this one. You get much cleaner edge when you wrap the digital over the envelopes. So let's do this. Oh wait, let's look at this one. That would be pretty. I think we'd have to cut some of it because I don't want it going onto the back. So let's do this one. All right, let's do that. So I wanted to remind you to please like this video if you find the content interesting, and leave me a comment so that I know that you visited. And tell me, is it like summertime weather at your house? I'm in Florida and it has been summertime weather for quite a while. I have a garden, and pretty soon I won't be able to grow tomatoes because it just gets too hot for them. And right now my squashes are dying back. I've got yellow summer squash that we've harvested quite a few off of there. And then I have butternut squash, which has tons and tons and tons of fruit. I've got like just 4 plants. It's awesome. And I haven't harvested any of those yet, but I will. I love to make, okay, let's see, a butternut squash, a butternut sweet potato soup. All right, let's figure out the middle. It is so good. And butternut squash is also really good roasted in the oven. And then I have a pumpkin that keeps flowering and flowering and flowering, but I've not gotten any fruit, and it's starting to die back as well. I think I'm just gonna put these here. Let me see. No, maybe this one. These ruffle pages. I guess we'll go like that. Then I have green beans, lots and lots of green beans, and I've harvested quite a few. Not enough to can, but enough for dinners. There's like, I harvested some yesterday, and it's enough for 2 dinners, which would probably be enough to can 2 pints. But I'm not into just canning 2 pints at a time. So next time I plant green beans, I will be planting more plants, although I must have, I don't know, maybe, let's see, 6 times 5. I have 6 times 3. So maybe 18 plants. But I have bush variety. And just 1 pole bean. Now the pole beans I don't like the taste of. They're too stringy even though I pull the string. You get a lot more green beans when you do the pole variety versus the bush bean, but the bush beans taste better to me. At least the varieties that I have. But I would like to get enough green beans that I can can it. And then I didn't have a good time with the tomatoes. I have a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes that I'm constantly getting cherry tomatoes off of. But as far as beefsteak and Roma tomatoes, paste tomatoes, those are still growing. I got a late start with those, so I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. And then I have lettuce. I have been having a lot of salads. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's fold this up. So, do you garden? I know the climate is so much different here in Florida than anywhere else. We basically have year-round gardening. And I'm still learning. I think this goes here. All right, let's see if that's right. We have our first one here. Have our nice big pocket. And then we open, so let me start over. There's going to be a small signature here. So that's signature number 1. You open this up, there's going to be a signature here, I think, if I remember right. And then a signature in here, a really small narrow one. And then you fold this back up. And there's, nope. And there's a signature in here. Alright, so I did something wrong because my back page is something different. This goes like this. Like that. Alright. I was folding it wrong. It's been a hot minute. So let's do this again. Yeah, that's not right. I have it folded wrong somehow. Somehow I have it folded wrong. I don't know. But we're going to go like that. We're just going to have to do it like that because I don't know what I did wrong. But there we go. So that is putting the flip-flop journal together for the most part. And there's lots of ways. There's so many different ways of putting these flip-flop journals together. Everybody's doing it differently, so there's no right or wrong with it. This is how I learned from watching Leslie at 507 Willow House. And that's just how I learned. So this is the way I do it. So I will be using my distressed ink, probably the vintage photo, or maybe I'll go darker. Maybe I'll do ground espresso. And I will do all of the edges on here. And I can do that off camera. I'm sure you know how to use the distress inks. So I'm going to end this for today. These, like I said, are keepers. But I'm going to end this for today, and we will pick it back up next time. And next time we will be figuring out our signatures, what papers we want in our signatures. And so I'm going to get all the ephemera cut up. And I think next time we will do our cover. I think it's going to be pretty like this. So we shall see. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate the people that came back when I came back. It means a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.